Hello everyone, my name is Subhashish Roy. I'm the Senior Network Analyst at the Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, and I welcome you all to this special webinar today. And today's topic is Cisco Intrusion Prevention System, or IPS, for network defense. So you can say that it is like a firewall which actually guards your network from the outside attack. So we'll discuss what is IPS and how to implement it in the Cisco network. So let's begin. So we'll discuss about the Cisco's intrusion prevention system for enhanced network defense, and we'll explore the Cisco IPS, its significance in network security, and its key functionalities. That's what is the definition of the Cisco IPS or any intrusion prevention system. It means that you have to prevent an outside intrusion like unauthorized access. And it is a network security device that monitors network traffic to detect and to prevent the vulnerability exploits. So if anybody is trying to attack into your network, the unauthorized access is attempting, you have to stop it. And for that, the IPS will work. It operates by analyzing traffic streams in real time, identifying the potential threats such as the malware, unauthorized access, and exploits aimed at vulnerabilities. So, if anybody is, say, launching any cyber attack on you and it is trying to get the unauthorized access to your web servers, say, file servers, so any type of attack is attempting on your servers. So, in that case, you can prevent it using the IPS. What is the importance in network security of the IPS? Cisco IPS plays a crucial role in modern network defense strategy, now providing a proactive defense mechanism that not only detects known threats but also adapts to new ones. So it is like, you can say, it is like a stateful firewall in that case. So as you know that there is a two type of firewall, stateless and stateful. The stateful firewall also records your activities, logs. It keeps the logs as your activities, and if the traffic is coming from the outside or the traffic is originating from inside and it is going outside, it tracks that, it keeps that log. So it is like that the IPS logs also all the activities. And by integrating IPS into the security framework, organizations can actually enhance their security posture and also minimize risk, and it can comply with regulatory requirements. Now, what are the key features of this IPS? Cisco IPS offers a variety of key features to enhance the network security, like it includes a real-time traffic analysis. So it actually analyzes the traffic which is coming into your network and going outside. So it is a real-time analysis and it is keeping the logs. Like the Wireshark, you can capture the packet in the Wireshark just like that. It also sniffs the packet and it also analyzes that to detect the suspicious activities. And automated responses also to identify threats, detailed logging that I was talking about, and reporting capabilities. And it also integrates with existing security infrastructure. Additionally, the Cisco IPS utilizes, say, the advanced techniques such as behavioral analysis and, say, machine learning capabilities to improve the detection accuracy and reduce false positive rates. So this is actually also using the AI and machine learning capabilities also to make it more secure. How to implement it? Now, Cisco IPS can be deployed in multiple scenarios depending on organization needs. It can be placed inline, now say directly in the path of the network traffic. Also, alternatively, it can be deployed in a passive mode where it monitors traffic without disrupting the flow. So it can be the active mode where it is acting actually to actually gather the analysis and to disrupt the unauthorized access, and the passive mode also when it monitors the traffic without actually acting or disrupting the flow. Typical deployment scenarios include protecting data centers, securing cloud environments, safeguarding the branch office. All these things you have to protect using the IPS. Now, what are the configuration steps? To properly configure Cisco IPS, network administrators should follow several essential steps. First is you have to assess your network environment and you have to identify the critical assets. So, what are the servers? What are the web servers, file servers, email servers? What are the resources you have to protect? So, you have to gather information on that. Next, you have to configure the sensor settings, including the policies for threat detection and prevention. and it is also important to schedule regular updates for the IPS signature database. And finally, ongoing monitoring and fine tuning of your configurations are definitely necessary to optimize the performance, or the auditing or the performance monitoring that is also needed. Then what are the best practices for this? So implementing best practices for IPS can enhance its effectiveness, and it includes developing a comprehensive security policy that actually outlines how IPS should operate. So you have to make some studies, you have to make some policies, and then you have to incorporate the IPS. And you have to regularly review and update the detection signature and policies, and monitor alerts for unusual activity, all these things. And additionally, integration with other tools such as firewalls and SIEM systems also create a holistic approach. So all these things work together to make a Cisco IPS system. So we can conclude that, say, Cisco's intrusion prevention system is an essential component of modern network security. Now it can be a, say, a group of firewalls also, say the Cisco ASA, or say in the PIX firewall, or it can be other IPS also. And by understanding its key features, effective deployment scenarios, and following best practice, we have to definitely strengthen the defense against increasingly cyber threats. So that is about the comprehensive overview of the Cisco IPS. And here we do not have the IPS because it is not free. You have to purchase it, and you have to have a hardware firewall type that. It is not like that you are purchasing a software firewall. It is not going to work. But we can understand the features of the IPS or any firewall in the Cisco packet tracer in place of the extended ACL. So there is a feature known as ACL, or access control list, that acts as like the firewall, or you can say it is like the IPS in that sense, that it blocks some certain access, some network services that is incoming and outgoing. So I'm showing you how to implement an extended ACL where we will block the web server. So let's take the two routers. You can take other routers also, and then you connect it with the serial cable. And let's take two PCs. And you connect it with the cross cable. Now you first configure the IP addresses. Say give the clock rate, and configure OSPF protocol. You can configure static route also. And the network 10.0. And now let's go to the other router. And now configure the OSPF here also. And now you can see the OSPF message is already come. It is synchronized. And now let's give the IP address to the PCs and then block with the ACL. And now I want that from this 10.0 network, you cannot access this PC, or let's assume there is a web server. So what you can do, you can just omit this PC for now, and you can take the web server, this one. So you can see that here in services, you have this HTTP says these services are running. So in normal case, if you have configured the routing, and if you go from this PC, the source PC, and go to the web browser, then definitely you can browse the website. But say there is an IPS, or there is a firewall system, and definitely in this form of ACL, in this form of extended ACL, we want to block the access to the web server. So here you can go to that browser and give this 20.0.02 and see the packet server web page is coming. I do not want to show it here. So what I can do, I can go to the source and I can implement an extended ACL, say access list, say 100, deny. We're denying the TCP, and the source is 10.0.0.0, and that is the wildcard, and denying it to the host, there is a server that is 20.0.0.2, and with the port number port 80, and then access list again 100, and permit, then IP any means you are permitting any other service from any source to any destination, otherwise everything will be denied, because by default in ACL everything is explicitly denied. Now you have to configure it on the interface, that IP access group is number 100 and inbound. Now you have to check whether you can access the web page here. So you have to again cancel it, and again open the web browser, and again you have to access the website, and definitely it should not come this time because you have implemented the security measure here. So just access it, and the request timeout should come in case of packet tracer. In case of real PC, you'll see that unauthorized 404 error. So it's not coming, and yes, request has been timed out. So this is like the IPS or firewall. You can see this, it is the same concept. It is not that hardware part, but it is the same concept, you can see. So you can implement these things. You can implement the Cisco ASA firewall, even different IPS systems that you have to procure, you have to buy, and you have to implement it. It is a hardware based system that I've already told you. So this is actually, you can say, the overview of the Cisco IPS systems, which is used to guide your network, to safeguard your network from the outside attack. And nowadays, everything is security based, and security is paramount to your networking. So every attack should be mitigated, and definitely your IPS, IDS, all these systems should work with the firewalls. So traditional firewalls and the traditional systems are no longer in use today. Nowadays, the network is moving towards the cloud-based networks, and even in cloud, we can see different type of security attacks. So definitely, you have to safeguard your network, and you have to build a certain framework in your network, security framework, so that it guards the security posture in your network. So that is a brief overview of the Cisco IPS systems that you can use for network defense. And also I've shown you the ACL part, the extended ACL, that is actually working as the IPS to actually safeguard your network. It is the same policy that is being implemented in the ACL also, although it is not the hardware firewall or IPS, but it is like the software IPS or firewall rules, you can say. So this study is very important for your, say, CCNA 200-301, as well as the CCNP Enterprise, and especially for CCNP, the security part, as well as in the case of the cybersecurity part. So I think that you have got an immense knowledge about the Cisco IPS from this webinar, and about the Cisco network security as a whole. And it will be very helpful for your future studies and for certifications, as well as it will be very helpful for your jobs also. because as you know that the security engineers or the network security part, it is definitely at the top now in case of the job market. So I thank you all for watching and joining this webinar once again, and I'll come with some new topic next time. Till then, keep studying and bye.